Hey everybody, it's me again, world's worst gamer, with another comic book series, and it's gonna be, as you see, Spawn number 6, and we're gonna go all the way up to number 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6 today. Right on. If anyone watching is not familiar with the original Spawn story, the origin, that kind of sets up these next few issues. I am a couple issues maybe off of maybe what is out there. And by what is out there, I mean you can watch, and I highly recommend watching the Spawn series from HBO. It has many episodes that start from the very beginning and kind of put you up to speed with what is to expect in this. If I can, I'll try and find a link to that series. I'm pretty sure I can find one. So if you don't know about the Spawn series, I highly recommend watching that first and then going back to this after. Cool. And then you'll get to enjoy the series much more. Because you've seen it from beginning to issue 10. Comic series. The comic series is just like the TV. It's pretty much TV. They did a good job with that series, the HBO one. It's really good. So is Todd McFarlane right here. Story pencils and inks. One of the best artists of our generation, my generation, of in comic book history. So here we go. Dedicated to Stan Lee. Nice. Sicily. The morning routines are interrupted by an unscheduled demolition. However, it comes as no surprise to this Italian island's business district. In fact, all parties concerned were given nearly an hour's notice. The message is clear. Mess with the mafia and they'll mess you up. The military has been called, of course, but there's nothing much to be done. The multinational firm has refused to cooperate on all levels, so the crime cartel decided to do some leveling of its own. All they needed was their one-man wrecking crew. I love this job. Overt kill. In whispered voices, some call him overkill. It has to do with his tendency to go beyond necessary means. As he emerges wraith-like from the flames and destruction, his name becomes an understatement. He's done his job. Time to go home. Boom, boom, boom. He's still coming. Fire! The army has dealt with overkill in the past. That's why they've arrived with enough firepower to engage an enemy battalion. Today's engagement, though, is also a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Overkill cannot be damaged. Ka-ding, ka-ding. The message finally sinks in. Now what? Try running. too slow. Scrack! To the Mafia, this is the perfect employee, one that does his job with enthusiasm. Spack, spack, spack. Service with a smile. What more could you ask from a hitman? Scrunch! Get out of here before I get mad! Scrunch, crunch, crunch. Hurry! Get the cannon in position. I didn't want to have to put this into action, but he's left me no choice. Sergeant Iko, that thing can wipe out 2 city blocks. Better hit him the first time. The point becomes moot as Overkill leaps high into the air and comes crashing down directly on the KP-211AF4 Special, aka the Silver God. There are reasons why the Mafia is able to hold on to power. Boom. Alan Moore writes, Spawn number 8, poster insert by Frank Miller. I got it. You want it? Let's deal. I don't got one. Here's the scoop. I might know where you can find that dude who's been acing your Italian bosses. Paper says they all had their hearts missing. Sucker plays for keeps, eh? Anyway, I think I got your man. Freak wears this weird outfit all the time. Kinda corny. But he's definitely not one of us. He's always hanging by himself. Never says a freaking word. So I was thinking, you get me something I'm looking for. Tomorrow we can swap goodies. What you say, fellas? 10 ounces of your best out powder by 8 p.m. tomorrow and we're in business. Cut the crap, Freddy. You'll get what you want. Just tell us what we want to know. And make it good. Yeah, okay, I trust you fellas. The dude's living over... Hey, you guys got a smoke? Damn lighter. Freddy! Yeah, okay. He's been living with the old geezers back 42nd and 6th. He moves around a lot, though. Boss will be very happy with you. I'm sure he'll send flowers. Bang! Sounds like the crackhead said. And said that our target hangs out somewhere in that area at night. We did a little checking of our own at Port Authority. Looks like Freddy was giving it to us straight. Still don't make no sense why this guy don't have a regular home. Maybe some psycho hobo out to get out back at society. Boys, it's obvious there's more to our mystery man than meets the eye. Anyone who can inflict the kind of damage he did shouldn't be taken lightly. So we won't. I want you two to make sure this job is done quickly and quietly. The other Dons are waiting for results. Make sure we never hear from this man again. Yes, boss. Oh, another thing, make sure he suffers before you kill him. Then bring me his heart. Yo, Al, why are you always sitting by yourself? Were you diseased or something? Come on, man, we ain't here to get you. We're just here. We don't care what you're running from. Hell, we all got secrets. I got stories that'll chill your blood. But it don't do no good to keep rehashing the past. Surviving is what we're about. But in the meantime, we can give each other company. For most of us, that's all we got. We don't care where you've been or how you got there, or even why you wear that outfit. We just don't want you to be afraid of us. Incredible. Extending their trust to an intruder. How basic their lives have become. Warmth, food, companionship. They won't allow admire anyone's self-pity in their domain. This alleyway is their castle. The least I can do is learn to live by their rules. 8092. Gentlemen, if you don't mind, I'd like to share a story with you. It's a story that ties directly into a small family dwelling nestled among the classic trappings of suburbia USA. The location is Queens. The occupants are quite typical: a mother, a father, and a baby. The love shared by these three helps keep the fabric of society tightly woven. Fortunately, this joy is born of tragedy. That tragedy, a name: Al Simmons, aka Spawn. His widow, Wanda Blake, has believed him to be dead for the past 5 years, but while she was shattered by Al's untimely death, she found the strength to move forward. It was this kind of courage that caused Al to fall hopelessly in love with her. Ready? Now she is remarried, and love is once again part of her life. A whole lot of that love comes from Cyan, her baby daughter, though at 15 months she is hardly an infant any longer. Running, screaming, banging, long periods of silence are a thing of the past. Uh-oh! And Wanda wouldn't trade it for anything. The greatest gift of all, a child, has finally been given to her. And her new husband. Not only is Terry Fitzgerald a good father and a caring spouse, but he was the best friend of Al Simmons. If anyone could take care of Wanda better than Al, it would be Terry. This makes the situation even more tragic. Should Al intrude or leave Wanda to live her new life in peace? Here we go! Whee! Neither choice will bring happiness to all involved until our hero reaches a decision. He'll be haunted by this no-win situation that's slowly tearing him apart. In a ghetto of a displaced humanity behind Port Authority bus terminal. This is going great. We've left a trail even a blind man could follow. Don't know why this hero's so attached to these bums anyways. Guess he likes hanging around crap, you know what I mean? Excuse me, loser. May I have a word with you? What? Oh, a smartass, huh? Sprat! This is a riot. A couple more and I guess we can sit back and wait for the Cape dude to show. How many is this now? 4? 5. But who's counting? I'm glad you can laugh at this, Tommy. I learned a long time ago that you can't take any of this personally. You know what I mean? Yep. 'Cause who wants to take their work with them? I'd rather watch football. Suck down a few beers, relax, know what I mean? Yep. So we'll just take care of this hit tonight. Report back to the boss on the job well done. We'll go find us a couple of broads. Yep. You up for it? Yep. Good. Your friend is dead. It's just you and me, coward. Now I want to know who's after me. And more importantly, why. You know what I mean? New York Times, alley littered with bodies. 2 known felons among the corpses. So we agree that more drastic measures are appropriate. Good. You've all heard of the agent I'm referring to. Bartino said that he's available for a special assignment, both as a favor to us and for a 2% cut of next week's take. A fair price. Now let us vote. Do we continue letting some back alley hero keep killing us, or do we dispose of the parasite? Whack 'em! Whack 'em! Whack 'em! Dispose of him. Hee hee, whack 'em! Kill him. Whack 'em, sir! Let him live, I say. Just kidding. Slaughter him. Very funny, Tony. Then it's unanimous. Very good. Then I'm sure you won't mind when I tell you I've already taken the liberty of having Overkill arrive a few days early. He seemed to be quite enthused about helping us deal with our problem. Gino told me that Overkill thinks it's the young blood he's after. He had a run-in with them a few years back and hasn't forgotten how they embarrassed him. No sense any of us telling him otherwise. Besides, he should be on his way up anyway. Ha. Boom, boom, boom. On his way up. What a sense of humor this boss has. I know what you mean. I heard the guy's as big as a house. He wouldn't even fit through the door. Haha. Crunch. Gentlemen, may I present the solution to our problems? Hi. Word quickly spreads that the mob requests a meeting with the person responsible for the death of its 7 leaders. Added to that request is the broken body of another homeless victim. Spawn had never met this vagrant and is not happy at all with the street people are under threat by implied association. He intends to correct this situation immediately. Scumbag. Always preying on the weak. Let's see how you deal with the death warmed over. Though he knows he's no actor, Al realizes his costume lends an element of fearsomeness. It's not much, but he'll take it. Show yourself, if you dare. Ah! Good one, American! I'm glad to see you weren't afraid to face me. That's admirable. Crack. And a little idiotic. Don't puff yourself up on my account. I'm here because otherwise you'll just continue to beat bag ladies up to a pulp. What a hero. You've got a problem with me? Then here I am. Though for the life of me I don't know what I've done. I can see by your demeanor that you're too stupid to care about that. The name calling out of the way, the two gladiators quickly size each other up, and since someone has to make the first move, emotion leads the charge. I was going to kill you quickly, but now I see there's no point in hurrying. Crash! Don't call me stupid! Shove it, you freak! I think he's mad. I'm not some drunk hobo that you can steamroll, or are you afraid of someone who can fight back? Oh, magic chains! Help me, I'm dying! I can't breathe! Ah! Get real! Crash! Don't know why my chains did that. I didn't try to use any power. I'll figure it out later. Right now I've got my hands full. Speaking of which, now you sit still like a good little boy while I rip your head off. Hey! Quit your squirming, I said. Grab too much cape. I've got only a few seconds. Better make them count. No, I'm pissed. Gotta duck. Now. Huh? Crunch! Gets his hand stuck in the gears. I don't know what gears are sitting there for. Whatever. Do not look so confident, my friend. Such smugness has been the downfall of men greater than you. This minor setback will only make the battle more challenging. Plop. Save it for someone who cares. Cyborg, I fought them years ago, before I was killed, but they weren't nearly as advanced, nor as deadly. Dave Simbright, Spawn 10. You are too slow, my friend. Swack! Your government must truly be desperate to have made you one of their young blood. What's he talking about? Come on, get up. I have seen no evidence of you having the power to rip men's hearts out. Show me your skills. Make my trip to America worth it. Click. Come on, fight. No. I said fight. Do you hear me? Fight. Show me your powers. Show me your strength. Let me see what kind of heroes the U.S. makes. Bah! Die! Since you won't fight for your country, you can do something else. Die! Said it twice. I'm an angry. Oh, shit. I wetted the comic in the corner. Do you see that? Shit. Frank Miller writes Spawn number 11, but we're not going that far. You're gonna have to do it yourself. Dead! And I didn't even break a sweat. Of course, come to think of it, I can't sweat. Ha! What a friggin' waste of time. The guy could have just been shot up by one of the local wise guys instead of making me leave my assignment in Sicily. Stuff like this just pisses me off. I don't need no easy kills. Dead? What is he babbling about? He had me cold and didn't put me away? Now I've got to train more power. He must have damaged his external life sensors. When his arm shattered, my heartbeat probably wasn't registering. He really could have killed me. Guess I got a lucky break. Speaking of which, my right arm is broken. I didn't want to use any power with this one until I figured out where I stood. Bill Kincaid was no problem. This guy is something else. Damn. For using his power. Later, later that night, Spawn travels an army. Later that night, Spawn travels an army base. His life spent as a mercenary didn't end with any shortage of well-kept secrets. Hope they're still stored here. It's time I stopped running around with my tail between my legs. And started using the skills I already have. No need to waste my powers. Didn't have them before, no sense using them as a crutch now. Ain't no one gonna force me to use my powers again, especially not some bloody cyborg half-breed. Getting tired of being pushed around. Chop, click, snap. I'm better than that. Look at that! Look at it! Oh! That's the Violator. Or no, that's Malboja. The Hell Spawn who sent Spawn back to life after he got murdered. Special powers, but the more he uses his powers, the faster he'll die. And go back to hell. And the little timer on the thing that I mentioned earlier was an 8-0 something something. That timer goes down. The more he uses his powers. Because he sold his soul to the devil for something in his past. I forget what it was. Basically, he kind of lived a militaristic life and did dishonest things, made bad choices that kind of sentenced him to a life in hell. Yeah. He's been a mercenary, a tax collector, a prime minister, pope, and a house guest who wouldn't leave Cerebus. He's an aardvark, and his comic book story is 6,000 pages long. If you read 300 issues of Superman or Spider-Man, they don't make sense as a story or a life. When I started Cerebus in 1977, uppermost in my mind was the thought that I wanted to produce 300 issues of a comic book series the way I thought it should be done, as one continuous story documenting the ups and downs of a character's life. A series that would conclude with the death of the title character in the final issue. Spontastic apparel. Coming soon, Spawn Tour 93. Just gotta rewind that shit. That's all. Quality t-shirts and hats of your favorite image characters. Spawn, Pit, Savage Dragon, Shadowhawk, and Cyberforce. So that's number 6. I'm going to number 7. Just this one here. Next time on Comic Corner. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great one. Keep smiling. Keep reading comics. Bazumbazaga! Boga. That's my catchphrase. No, it's not. I'm lonely.